نعيش بالسلام، نستحمل بعض ونصالح خلافاتنا ونعيش بالسلام. ده رسالة تسامح والتعايش السلمي بيجيك من اي راديو هناك في جنوب السودان.
The Sundown for the news, views, opinion, debates and discussions. Listen to who is who talking about issues that affect our country and continent. Only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
Hello and welcome to the Sundown Show on our radio with me, Madrama James. Today is Friday, 30th of May 2025. The program comes to you Monday to Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. for comprehensive look at the daily events, the latest information, in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and exciting surprises. To be part of the show, call us on 0911-22986 Send for us a text message on 0913-986-986. If you can't access the radio, we are also on Facebook, X, YouTube, and more. You can also stream this broadcast live by logging to that's our website at www.iradio.org. Coming up, a new report by Civil Society Coalition for Natural Resources has uncovered widespread illegal gold mining in eastern Equatoria, raising concern over lost public revenue, growing insecurity, and the lack of basic services in affected communities.
And that the gold mining is becoming a problem in those counties. For example, we have a number of people who have died as a result of the gold mining. We have seen communities engage in gold mining, living around, their practice of livelihood such as agriculture.
Welcome to the Sun.
Meanwhile, authorities in Juba City have reopened the one-length route of Gudele-Lau Junction after 13 days of renovation on one of the busiest roads in the capital right here.
اشتغلنا فوق زي 13 يوم والحمد لله الليلة نينا انتهينا وفتحنا. نينا دايرين نقول يعني نينا كان في شغل بتاعنا نينا كنا مبسوطين.
Meanwhile, the spokesperson of the National Assembly says the upcoming 2026 election will be conducted as scheduled, citing the current stable security situation as a key factor. These stories and more coming to you in today's edition of the Sundown Show with me, Madrama James. Stay tuned as we kickstart the show right here. And thank you so much for joining us at this time around.
Hagiga, I Radio in Takum fi Junub Sudan.
Welcome back from that break, and today we turn our attention to a new report shedding light on illicit gold mining in eastern Equatoria State. The report launched by the Civil Society Coalition for Natural Resources and the Institute of Social Policy Research focuses on three counties, Budi, Kapoita East, and Kapoita South. The report links gold mining to several serious social and economic issues. These include death at mining sites, children dropping out of school, raising cases of that's gender-based violence, and communities abandoning farming. The report also raises alarm over the alleged involvement of high-ranking officials and security operatives in the mining business. Foreign nationals are reportedly involved in mining in these areas with little oversight. Meanwhile, there is little to show in terms of development in the gold-rich counties. The civil society coalition is now calling for urgent action. They are urging the government, international mining companies and local authorities to ensure transparency, accountability and community participation in mining activities. Now, let's listen to Boboya James, the Secretary General of the Civil Society Coalition for Natural Resources and the Director for the Institute of Social Policy Research, who spoke today during the launching of the report, and this is what he had to say.
Today we are launching a report here at AMDIS, and this report is to do with illicit gold mining in Eastern Equatoria, and particularly focusing on 3 counties of Budi County, Capoeira East and Capoeira South, as one of the main areas where illicit mining is actually taking place in those counties. Yeah, the research focuses on various issues. One, we're looking at the practices of gold mining in the Eastern Equatoria state, and the findings suggest that the practice has always been of illegality, that even if there are some licenses provided by the Ministry of Mining, those licenses are not to do with exploration of gold mining, but basically to do an assessment of the gold mining. And one of the issues that happens is that there has been a lot of money that the gold mining is making, and this money is not entering into the national budgets. Our assessment indicated that, for example, in one particular year, the 3 counties have gotten over $50 million, and none of that money has gotten into the national budget. And that the gold mining is becoming a problem in those counties. For example, we have a number of people who have died as a result of the gold mining. We've seen communities engaging in gold mining, living around, the practice of livelihood such as agriculture. We've seen a lot of young people not going to school. We've seen a lot of gender-based violence. For example, we've registered over 400 cases of gender-based violence associated with gold mining, and that becomes a problem in that area. We've seen a lot of participation of different groups such as the Somalis, the Kenyans, the Ethiopians, the South Sudanese in there. We've seen the Chinese also involved in the gold mining, and whatever they do in those regions are creating a lot of problems in that issue. And one thing that I also want to talk about is to do with the lack of development as a result of gold mining. For example, if you go to Budi today, there's no development. If you go to Capoeira East or Capoeira South, there's no development. So the role of national security, the role of political elites, and the role of the local authorities in those regions are creating conditions that are not making that particular part of South Sudan to really progress development-wise. So this research actually unearthed some of those issues, and now we're calling for the international gold miners, companies who operate in those areas. We're calling for the government of South Sudan, the Ministry of Mining, the state government, and the local government to really begin to work with communities to ensure that the issues of transparency, accountability, public participation in the gold mining needs to be enhanced, and overall prospects of this process should end up into local development, because without development and service delivery, the gold mining is becoming more cursed like the oil in South Sudan, and that's one of the biggest issues that's happening right now. And of course, the role of communities have been pushed out, and also local leaders, including young people who are supposed to be getting some of this gold mining to be able to venture into local development and also begin to prosperously develop themselves. That is not happening right now in Eastern Equatoria, and that's the reason why the Civil Society Coalition of National Resources is trying to get this awareness out to say that the gold mining is becoming a curse if no measures are taken urgently to this process. No, the Civil Society Coalition of National Resources collected the data with support from Norwegian People's Aid, but alongside our work on the increasing awareness around artisanal mining or around gold mining, we also implement a program on peace, gender, and climate change, because one of the biggest actual conflict-related issues as part of this project is that the gold mining is a national resource that creates conflict in that area. And let me tell you, the participation of different communities and different interested groups and also different mining routes are becoming a problem in terms of conflict in that area. So I think our program with the national development agencies, with also a Safer World, is trying to help in improving peace conditions and also climatic conditions in those areas, so that we allow communities to be able to participate in their various livelihoods, and also create a cross-border, peace building mechanism, so that trades can create employment, and also people can be able to increase the economic livelihood in those regions. But you cannot talk about access to agriculture, participation in agriculture, participation on market, if we have a resource such as gold mining that's been abused, because that becomes one of the biggest issues in South Sudan. And I think there's of course, one of the findings is that there's no political will from even the national government to address this matter, because some of the companies, I tell you, are also benefiting individuals in government. Our work as civil society is to bring the voices of what is going on in those regions to the national level, and then it's working with also media to really increase awareness, so that communities can take their responsibility by saying, we're taking our resources back. We want to dialogue with the government and the companies, so that we begin to define what these resources will benefit us on. For example, we talk about issues about roads. We talk about issues to do with clean water. We talk about education and also health facilities. A key in producing the best conditions in those communities for people to prosper. Without health, without education, without power, without proper roads, even people who wanted to venture into agriculture cannot be able to bring their food to the market. So they have a resource in the name of gold, and those goals need to be utilized for developing the communities locally.
Well, you had it all from Boboya James, who is the Secretary General of the Civil Society Coalition for Natural Resources, and he is also the Director for the Institute of Social Policy Research, talking during the launching of the report today. Now, the Civil Society Coalition says it will continue to advocate for resource justice, including in the petroleum sector, where similar concern persists about the lack of that local development despite oil wealth. Dear listener, with that, we are now seeking your thought on 0911-22986-986. What changes would you like to see so that natural resources like gold and the oil benefit the citizens of South Sudan? 0911-22986-986 is the number for you to call. Nam belmisa deze semena gal fi Mugatha bitaka poita fi Budi kapoita South East fi gold mining gasili na shabab biga sibu madrasa wa fi juzu minas kaman sibu shokol zira lekin tabiyelga mining del kulkul magad bi stefid nasal shakalini na wakaman anina wainu bezab nafsu haja gad basil be modubita petrol haga na fi junuba Sudan fa de to tageral be dapta derainu ashan keb ze dahab ze petrol wa iya haja rabana wadi fi junuba Sudan ni bihagdari stefid junubin sharik manina fi 09 wide wallet nini 986 taban juzu mina kumgad bugola ze benzin junubin tabanin wa fi nasal zat mabiyelga muratabat bitoman fi zaman au fi naya bitakaman khadamat wala services wa ma zekan al junubin der bedabde ya tuthagera shanta dera ainu fi wuzara dera ainu fi dakil junuba Sudan hajada rabana ya wuzara fi dakil junuba Sudan ze dab wa kaman ze petrol biagder istefid zol ze inter awel mukalama fi khatai radio
Madrama James.
Aywa engineer ma batal
wallahi shukran lakum bi ajata ngari jab sabao misa ya jara almuhim jiddan
naam
Madrama James taban ay radio an bi shukran alo
le
ya taban bi shukran alo yan biji bajat al fi dilbata shab ajar darwaja shab ya bijibo uman basma hal lekin ga dasal fi Junub Sudan Madrama taban kalam da gol mine fikijata yizene katoria taban belena de Junub Sudan de bele tania ay rukun da Junub Sudan ni yani gasi mai haja fogo de yizene katoria andu da fogo farna landu jaz fogo ijata bargazal andu zingi fogo ay mal andu ai haja fo ya Madrama subta ukit ina mo intisal ne buguli ni sha zola la haiti dunia ini ya kun murta fi balada tarwe ma fa haja bugul gal bukun murta fo ana da jin fi arab zat wala betri ga tanal ma yawo ta fi ya da yuni katoria to ta make ti ka poita sa ya no ta chap ma fi to gol man fo ya Madrama James aja ta dar fo kada ma fi kulu ma fi madaras ma fi masaifa يعني الماضي شارع زاد في داخل المدينة ودبل الجنيان عنده هاي حاجة فوقه عنده ده فوقه شوف وده شركة أجنبي يا شغالين فوقها تلا أنا قاعد أتكلم ده شركة أجنبي يا شغالين فوقه في ناس تشاينا فوقه في ناس إنديان فوقه في ناس فوق الناس يا قاعد شغال يا من قاعد يسوي ومن ما بعمل حاجة للشعب يكري على المال كان قاعد شغال حاجة فوقه أبن مدرسة ومن ما بعمل مدارس يا أخي كان بعمل ديفلوبمنت فوق يا مدرمة.
نعم قلت هسه في حاجات الكل نعم قلت في حاجات الكل جنوبين ما قاعد بيستفيد بالضبط بدير وكما يعملوا شنو عشان كيف داب مويه وكمان بترول لهجنا ناس كل يا بقدر يستفيد ولا الجنوبين كل بقدر يستفيد فيه.
يا مدرمة ما في حاجة ثانية على الشعب دارو الشعب دار مويه ودار مستشفى دار مدارس دار أمن الكويس كان بكون مسافر بلد بتو ما بهاي أنا شاب دارو لو في أمنية زول بمشي كوريو لو في أمنية زول دار أمل تجارية بتو أي مال تو ده حاجة شاب الدار
نعم
تو لو نقول أجات تشاب دار نقول ومكون بول أنا شاب دار أمل كتاي أنا بوري الحكومة لو قاعد أسمع صوت الشعب دارين ديفلوبمنت دارين مدارس دارين مويه الكويت دارين مستشفى دارين شوارع ما في حاجة دارين أمني.
نعم شكرا جزيلا شكرا.
كده واحد أصلا نبدو كده يا مدرمة. ليه نينا عمل انتصار ونينا ما أمسك دول تعرف كويس. ولا ده ما بزول بمسكه. ده ما سياسيين يا بمسكه وده ما سياسيين يا بمسكه ونينا كل نيجي جنوبين ده يعني بمسك الدولة كويس.
نعم شكرا جزيلا انجينير موسى وصل مشاركة وانا كي رسالتك واصلت والي لإدارين وجنوبين القاد بتابع برنامج في زمن بتاسا نقدم لسا بمناقشة اي راديو Good evening.
Yeah, you're connecting to someone around.
Welcome Ayom. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling together.
Yes, what's your take? How can the natural resources of South Sudan benefit the people? What kind of changes would you like to see happen within the government?
Thank you, Madrama. I would like to say that, and I would like to thank also the person who brought out the topic of today. And the government of Southern Sudan plus the national resource management should put their restrictions in the right way. So that people should not just go randomly and start doing whatever they want. Because the natural resource, all the minerals they have is not only for individuals, it's for all South Sudanese. And they also have the use. They should put a sign in case if they caught someone, then there should be a penalty for that person. Rather than leaving people just to go randomly and do whatever they want, even like right now. And that's why you see most of the people, they are losing their lives in such a way. Because you may get any criminal outside there, and then they may take your things if you already done something. They may take your things and they kill you. Because all the minerals they dig out from there, they have use. And it is not all that good for everybody to have it. It is only for South Sudan, like the people of South Sudan. And the management should take their restriction in that place, so that they should not be taken on all.
Thank you.
So my contribution.
Thank you very much for sharing in your constructive contribution. And now is still on the issue of the mining reports came in today that at the mining site there are issues of death. There's issues of children dropping out of his school, and there are issues of communities abandoning that farming. Now, the question we are asking you this time around is, what kind of changes would you like to see happen so that natural resources like the gold, like the River Nile, like the oil benefit all of us, not few families, not few individuals? Share your thought on 0911-229-86986. Hi, Radio. Hi, Radio. Na mtalisa بيقدر رجع تاني وشارك معنا بثبازة سمينا في موضوع بتاع مايننج ولا موضوع بتاع ذهب القاعد باسل في شركة استوائية. في ناس القاعد بموت في محل ذهب، في جزء من الناس كمان خلاص يهال سكرين سيبوا مدارس، وفي مجتمع كمان خلاص أبا شكل بتاع سراء. فبدا بيعملوا شنو يعني تغير التدراين عشان كيف resources هل ربنا ودي في جنوب السودان يستفيد كل جنوبين، ما بس أسرة ما بس ناس البسيط بس. راديو.
Madrama, good evening, my brother.
Good evening, Joseph.
Thank you. My brother, this topic is very tough. But I don't know our government, they listen on us. We used to listen on them because they are stakeholders. They are keeping this country in power. But the main problem, my brother, if today this oil in the ground and another resources is being produced one day and being used this way, it will not benefit this nation. Because why? The country is not using resources for the benefit of the nation. So there is a few who used to took the resources from the country to out of the country. And this, it is a lack of law, a lack of justice, a lack of accountability. Because if there is accountability, you could not take even coins without being known that it is yours. But now here in South Sudan, if you are assigned that institution, you took them and nobody will account you. So this is the main point of our resources. If we are going like this, these resources will not benefit this nation. But our request is let them stop fighting, let them stop corruption, let them stop nepotism, let them stop big sectarianism, because now the problem is tribalism, which is depending a corruption in the country. So I don't know if people saying that these are contributing on the national budget, which is that national budget. People are not saying. Hospitals are not being supported. Education is for. Where the money goes for? Now people claiming this one as contributing on the national budget. What is that national budget? People are getting a year without being paid. So what is the right of people there? Even now there is a people being given checks to go to the bank. There's no money there. And that one, if you realize that in terms of accountability is a crime. Don't give somebody empty check. And it's an issue facing us as a South Sudan because power is not in our hands. We are supposed to...
Oh, quite unfortunate. Joseph, you can still bounce back by calling that our studio line on 0911-229-86986. Hi, Radio.
Hello, Madrama Jam.
Yes, Lul.
How are you doing?
Tamam, are you still enjoying Medina Bor?
I'm still enjoying in Medina Bor. It's fantastic. It's a vibrant town.
Yeah, there are a lot of plenty. There are plenty, fresh fish in Medina Bor. So keep on.
I had already eaten fish. It's enjoyable to live here.
Yeah, Bor is good.
It's wonderfully okay.
Yeah, now on to our business. Yeah, what's your take? What kind of changes would you like to see so that natural resources of this country benefit not only individuals or family but the entire population?
This is a very tremendous topic that you have brought forward. This is a topic that was discussed. Madrama, our country is a country with resources in abundance. So it always depresses me when I see some of the South Sudanese are still struggling to make ends meet, and while others are enjoying the wealth of the country. Madrama James, I think the resources of the country should be spent on public services like education, healthcare, and etc. These are things that the money can be spent on. If the money is misused or being put in the pockets of the elite, so this is something that can anger many South Sudanese. So the government can prioritize the needs of all South Sudanese so that no one should be suffered, because this is a gift for us from God. God gave us these resources so that we can enjoy them all. So I should urge our government to take care of us and not to forget us, not to abandon us. Rather, they should care for us indeed, Madrama. We expect our government to do enough for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lul, for sharing your opinion now with us. Anasuma Mindebaru, Radio. Erjatani bedhap modu bita daha modu bita moya samak wa kamana haya bria wale fi wildlife tabain ufia yuanat ketir wa betrol kaman bejai na majadel tabu mana shuno yasila shan kev mai stefid bes usura lekin junubin kakul. Radio.
Yes, hello?
Yes.
Back Emmanuel Mancorolium.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
أنا كنت أتكلم في موضوع حتى بالذات.
نعم.
لأنه أنا ذات من أولاد بتشارك السوية.
قدم.
طبعا ده موضوع كويس ومهم شديد. مشكلة بتاعنا في شركة السوية مع احترامي للحكومة أكيد دوالي. ولا شركة السوية أنا متأكد لو ما غير لويس لوبون بلد ما هيصلح.
معلوم بس لويس ما وصل واحد في شركة استوائية وشركة استوائية أكبر من لويس.
لا أكيد طبعا، لكن ما صلاحية كله في جنوالي. صلاحية كله في جنوالي، حتى الشركات اللي نقدر كله يعني 60% ماشي الإمارة بتاعه كويس، وباقين ده أكيد الناس كلها عارفين إنه ماشي لوين. فلويس لوبون لما غير من ولاية بتاع شركة استوائية أنا متأكد بلد ما بيصلح. المستشفى بتاع 10 ولايات شغله في كوبيتا ده عشان ترافوت هناك كلها بقر كلها شنو، ما في دكاتره، ما في اي حاجه. شغله بابور من تورير مش ودوه في ولايه بتاع في كونتي بتاعهم اصلا بابور ده سايق خربان. فزولا معلش انا كنت بتمنى من الحكومه بالذات من سيد الرئيس انه لويس لوبان يشيلوه برا يجيبوا لنا زول ثاني انه نروح وطنيه، الزول عنده رؤيه لقدام بالذات للولايه بتاعنا.
نعم.
عندنا كل الموارد.
يلا
عندنا خدود.
يلا في زول بقول شنو معلش، في زول بقول لو بس في غلطة شوية بمعنى زول كبير يشيلوا برا، زول كبير يشيلوا برا ونازل دخول تمون في مكتب ده برو كمان بيشيلوا قروش، طلوع تمون كمان بعدين بيشيلوا قروش. ثيف ولولين بكون وين لو بس ده بيجا ده بتالا ده بيجا بتالا.
فطبعا حاجات ده كله زي ما الناس بيقولوا انا بس بتمنى 200 تيجي الانتخابات، لانه في ناس نبقى عارفينه كويس بيستحقوا انه يكونوا في مناصب زي ده. فهنا شايف ان عندنا مشكله كله اللي يجي اي واحد يجي يحكم بلد عندنا مشكله، لكن حقنا البسيط ده خلي حقه يدينا له. هنا عايزين شنو في النهايه؟ لما الناس بيقولوا لنا لا شنو هنا البلد لو فيها سلام
وفيها كل جبل مثل ذات المدرنية هذه حتى لو قاعد يحكي 100 سنة مننا مشكلة كله لكن حاجة البسيطة ما قاعدين الله يعني حتى هم قاعدين مرتاحين وناس قاعدين تعبانين أنا مر شهور قدام شنو زادوا هم أنا ما بحسوا يعني أنا في ولاية أنا قاعد في توريد أنا مرات بشوف إنه مرة بدورة قاعد يعني الجسم كله ذهب يعني حاجات كله ذهب الجسم كله إحساس طول شنو حاجات زي ده
نعم
فمنظر ما في كله
نعم شكرا جزيلا وستا مشاركة أنا في رسالتك توالي وصل via that's our Facebook page. Now we have a call Mangong Mawien Bugul local government should set the laws of mining and selling should not be anyhow. Thank you so much. I got you right there. Then we have James Roy Majok. He is one of our regular caller from Mayom County in Unity State. That the authority of that particular location should be responsible to create policies that makes the use of mining gold for community to have a share from the mining activities. Those policies should regulate everyone to have a right of that's rights to benefiting. Thank you so much. Benefiting and work for that's a mining goal. Thank you. Yeah, in some other situation, if like your your county or your state is blessed with natural resources, then that particular place have a share, like the 3%, either 1% or 5%. It's purely for that particular state or county. So that's what really James Roy Majok is pushing for. Then we have Kong Stephen. He's writing in from Biali refugee settlement camp that's in Uganda. He's saying South Sudan is a country with a lot of resources, but the government is using those resources to kill us. How? Citizens, instead of providing them with the social services like road, education, hospital, electricity, and so on. We need to claim our rights to benefit from our country's resources, even though our government is doing the opposite. Kong, thank you for sharing your opinion with us. Let me find out from this iRadio. iRadio? Get back to us via our studio line. The number 0911 or 22986986. Radio. Lucas Ebit. Sanur Lemungaba Bugul Shino.
Lomungaba tamam. Kadana bulu min Lomungaba in kaman soya kedes melta da
get them.
So itaino. Akuma rezar sibulumani yan petrol. Adat ketir sibuloman apa de nas de algera biga tinada da made jian kafa zede akuma de fata kaman ena fogo flas nas algera na de nas de sibu grama kalam sun ma haja ma ajadel ana kan gaye no ana bata loka sabi ana gaye ajadel kulto kul ile inti kabat ya na fa de akuma de mu bergen hagiga ma nas ge de salam aja alibesiru zere bitala gale kala salam de ga ya de nas bagder ya go de bikutu bala fi kuruju zere mafi itami zero kuruju de fa musakili ge yeli bitasmal kabe itami su wen li sa de ya nas ma fi de melta de zol de grale ge tulo akil asan bagder ba kul ma yal bito santakal yal to madrasa yani sunu tanin fa dimara kuruju da kriketir kam shur ma bida fana de ya hajat alge waje nas fa gero ne da khabiya so kede si buloman lad nas amul intigabat akuma beji bikutu karara sasa iya hajata akuma wo bija kutu fogo yani kan sibulo petrol de afade ya de seto mafia to makita foma gruze kan kuta petrol digro wen de ya muskileni de yan ma to ko bakduru ma fajar de zuweni aram yak ke kiri jiram ke kir del sunde ma de kalam gruz mafi
Nam Lucas Ebi tita gola gibel fi kelma bita galo koma demo berjel lo se mo berjel ta bugen fi lemun gaba
yal afa mage ayin warta naske afa mage sara fu badimara ma fi gurusu naske nas gil tab kamarat حاجه نسيه زي ما في ده يا ابي برجل يا ده كده برجل ده يا ابي
نعم يلا يتدر بدب كان موني يعمل شنو
ما كنت دفع الناس ده مسوقله هذا الطريق ذات ده مسوقله يعني في جود بيني بتاعه ما يلا بتوع هو بيجي في زراعه بتوع
ما موضوع بتاع مرتبات جروس كلاس شهر 5 طالع كلاس ونهار لسه يوم 30 شهر زاد ما انت
لكن صار ده بس قاعد ما بس بيصور بعد ما انا بيقطعوا قال بيتا فار واي طالع او تشارين طالع كل دفعوا حتى شهور 4 شهور هذا كويس بالفايد بس
نعم شكرا جزيلا دخلنا لوكا السبت من لمونغابا هنا في جوبا زي سمينا من قال في مغاتا بيتابودي وفي كابويتا ايست وكابويتا ساوث يعني في ناس قاعد بموت في محل تداب ويال كلاسة بمدرسة وكمان مجتمع القاعدين في محلات اللي أنا قرأت جزء منهم كلاس ما داروا موضوع بتزرع ليه ناس جارين في مال ذهب يلا مشكلة كمان قروش القاعد بيلقوا في مال ذهب ما قاعد بيستفيد ناس كله ده بس ناس مهين كده فأنا قاعد باسل في جنوب السودان ربنا باركو جنوب حاجات كوتار في سمك في مويو في أيوانات في ذهب في بترول فحاجات الكل بذا بقدر سايد الجنوبين ككل كيف وده تغير البزات تدراينو وكما كده نشيل مخالمة أي راديو ارجع تاني في 09 وايد ولا 229 6 قبال نينا يمشي طوال في خصلة تجارية أي راديو
أهلا وسهلا بعد رمضان
أزاي ما بلولو
كيف أكوت
ما بطال
سلام لك ولكل المستمعين
شكرا جزيلا
بجد موضوع قيافة شديد بلدنا كله فيه خيرات فوق بركات
نعم
يلا أننا كان قلنا نعمل توظيف الجيد لموارد بتاعنا أكيد موارد زي داب لقيت الأوبرا ولا زي بترول بكون قاعد كمخزون استراتيجية للمستقبل البعيد ما في حاجه بقى مش ساده لو سيجنا بدل الموارد البرا عشان كده مفروض اننا نشوف اي جهه لابد يصير موارد من الموارد بتاعنا ده يصيغوا بطريقه كويس بطريقه قانوني ما يعملوا بطريقه العشوائيه عشان اوريدي المجتمع كله يستفيد منه لما المجتمع كله يستفيد منه بيجينا كله كخدمات هسه معروف البلد محتاج شنو محتاج الطرق ومحتاج التعليم ومحتاج الصحه في حاجات كده رئيسيه بمشي في خدمات بتاعه في قروش زي ده مثلا ما يمشي كمان في جيوب ناس معينين مثلا عشان اول ناس بيعملوا بطريقه غير شرعيه بمشي في جيوب بتاعهم ده برضه غلط وفيه مخاطر شديد بعد مرات في كم ناس قاعدين يفقدون بالطريقه ده ما معروف حقه بمشي وين بعدين يعني يكون فقدنا زول وفقدنا بعض الموارد عشان كده المفروض في قوانين اللي بننظم كل الموارد بتاعنا ده نقدر نستغلوها من اجل المصلحه العامه. نعم اخو
شكرا جزيلا ناس نشيل خطوه طوال نمشي في قصله تجاريه وبعدها كان بيرجع وقد معكم توالي نتغالي سقاد باسما في إذاعة راديو في برنامج بتاع سانداون.
تطعيم تنيمونيا أوبيغا في عشان بيحمي جنتكي ضد نيمونيا الليلة. مرض تنيمونيا دي أو من أخطر أمراض اللي بيقبضوا إيال تحت 5 سنة وهو مرض السبب تو بكتيريا وبيقبضوا رئتين وممكن كمان بيقتلوا كان معمولوا وقاية من فوقه. أعراض تتو أو حمى وسرعة في تنفس ووجع في دوس كان زلقي نفس أو جحة وصعوبة تتنفس. وزارة الصحة بدعم من شركات بيجاملوا تطعيم تنيمونيا في ولايات 10 ومناطق الإدارية 3 كي تشيلوا جنتكي الأمور بين 12 و 59 شهر عشان بيلقوا تطعيم تنيمونيا في أقرب مرفق صحي أو مركز تطعيم. تطعيم تنيمونيا ده هو آمن ومجاني وهو جزء من تطعيمات الروتينية. رسالة دي بجالتكم من وزارة الصحة ومنظمة الصحة العالمية يونيسيف وشركاء.
The Sundown for the news, views, opinion, debates and discussions. Listen to who is who talking about issues that affect our country and continent only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
Welcome back from the commercial break. It's high time now for us to shift our focus to that Juba city, specifically at the Gudele residential area. So if you live in or travel through Gudele Road, there is a good news. The Low Junction line, which was under construction, is now open to the public. Earlier today, the acting governor of Central Equatoria State, Honorable Paulino Lokudu, visited the Gudele 1 Buoba Road to inspect ongoing renovation and officially reopen the road to traffic. Speaking on behalf of the acting governor was the State Minister of Roads and Bridges, Clement Maring. Let's hear what he had to say right here.
On behalf of the acting governor of Central Equatorial State, I want to congratulate the mayor and his team for putting effort actually to clear the potholes in this portion of the road, which has made people stuck for and made public outcry. We are very much happy for the quick response of the Juba City Council and its technocrats, and we want to appreciate that whenever there is an outcry of the public, they will always rush on and save the people. I understand the needs, especially in this area, is very big. Last Saturday I came here and I was stuck. I was stuck in the middle because of the ongoing construction in this road. So we want to congratulate the City Council for the effort done and let the work continue. Thank you very much.
Yes, that was Clement Maring, the State Minister of Roads and Bridges, speaking on behalf of the acting governor of Central Equatoria State. A resident of Gudele Block 9 expressed her happiness about the reopening of the road, which will ease the traffic along the busy road. Now let's hear from that Matthew Uhuru in this following speech.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. صباح الخير للناس الإذاعة وحكومة بتاعت الحكومة البلدية. نحن ناس الحلة بتاعت مربعات إذاعة. بنشكر الحكومة البلدية بالنظام العمل. سوف كان في صعوبات، حتى كان في عربات بخش بالأحياء وفي زمن البسيطة. نحن نقول شكرا للحكومة بتاعت الولاية. نحن مبسوطين لأنه الشارع الليلة اتفتح، الافتتاح بما فوق الوجود بتاعت نائب الحاكم وسيد العمدة والتشيفز والدايركتورز بتاعت البلوكس. فنحن نشكركم، ونحن الرسالة بتاعنا للحكومة برضو يعني الخدمات اللي قدمتوها علينا نحن مشكورين به، ونحن بنقول إن شاء الله الناس يكونوا زيكم كده وأكثر من كده. بنتمنى أكثر من الخدمات اللي جابوها علينا هسه حاليا.
Yes, that was a resident of Gudele Block 9 expressing his happiness about the reopening of the Gudele Boba Road. Also present at the site was the mayor of Juba City Council, Johnson Swaka. Here's what the mayor had to say.
نحن الليلة مبسوطين جدا أنه يكون معنا acting governor بتاع Central Equatorial State ووزير بتاعنا بتاع الطرق والكباري في Central Equatorial State ومدير عام بتاع وزارة بتاع Road and Bridges ومعنا director بتاع Chief Executive Officer بتاع Juba City Council ودايركتور 3 بلوكس. نحن لاحظنا أنه السكة ده يعني فيها كثير من الحفر، وفي نفس الوقت في أثناء بتاع مطر المويه ما بيجري في مجاري. عشان كده اشتغلنا فوق زي 13 يوم والحمد لله الليله اننا انتهينا وفتحنا. اننا دايرين نقول يعني اننا كان في شغل بتاعنا اننا كنا مبسوطين لانه كثير من المواطنين كان بيجي ويشجعونا ويجيبوا مويه وده سبيريت الكويس لانه يعني الناس بيتعاونوا في بناء بتاع بلد لانه الناس كان قيس على شارع ما قيس على لمجلس ولا للسيتي كانسل ولا للسنترال الكنترول ستيت قيس على كخدمات للمواطنين فالليله انا بقول مبروك للمواطنين بتاع قوليلي الساكنين في قوليلي والساكنين لحد جبل دنكا الساكنين في غرب مدينه جوبا انا مبسوط انه هم الليله يتمتعوا بالطريقه الجديده نحن دي حصل المرحله الاولى بتاع الطريقه اللي احنا اشتغلناها المرحله الثانيه من يوم 13 الجاي اننا نجي نبدا بناء بتاع المجاري لكن اننا بنبني في مجاري والطريق شغال ما بنقفل فانا نقول الف مبروك للمواطنين وان شاء الله ربنا يساعدنا كل وقت ونحن نقدم خدمات جديده للمواطنين والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته شكرا.
Mayor of Juba City Council Johnson Swaka talking right there. Dear listener, now we are asking you how is the reopening of the road the road affected your daily businesses. Share your thought with us on 0911022986 Bezat Nasal Khan Nasal Sakinin fi Gudele Nasal Sakinin fi Jebel Dinka Luri Tabak der Hakilani na Beda Basa Sharia de Fata Witam Taki de Besaidu Cave. Hi Radio.
Hi Radio. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, you are talking again to Mayom Samuel.
Mayom, where are you calling from?
Vera.
Welcome on board.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it is something good again. Tune in for this another topic and another show again about the reopening of the road. It is something good for all the ways going to either the building or anywhere to be put it in the right way. Like what the city council for the town mayor and also the governor, what they have done. It is just a word of appreciation to them. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your appreciation. Hi Radio.
Hi Radio, how are you?
Tamam.
It's me, community advisor from Board.
Welcome.
Let me give a great thanks to the people who construct that road, who reconstructed that road.
Yeah, you put it rightly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was
constructed
and it was damaged.
I got you right.
Very good. Is it the government who was referring that road or NGO? If it was NGO, we're supposed to have the government. Why you let the NGO go and reconstruct your road? Yet you have a lot of resources in this nation. We have gold, we have revenue, we have oil plus other things. And we're supposed to use those resources to construct our main road and sub-road within the country. Number two, how long will the people of Sundown rely on support if we have a lot of resources and we don't use those resources for our benefit? For how long will the change come? Okay, let me welcome the change and start, because youth will come up with a good structure to construct our main road, plus all things which we are not in position. And if they will come up with a strategy to use those resources which we have in some time. So let us be happy, but let us maintain that road. Let us maintain that road
is whereby we will be happy and happy. And if we fail to maintain that road again, it will be reconstructed again until Jesus comes. We mean that let us maintain our road and let us continue with our good things we can do in South Sudan. Let's hope for change. Benjamin Bolmel will come with change from of South Sudan. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Community advisor is saying it's a good news that Low Boba Road is finally reopened, the one side. But one thing people should know is the maintenance of that particular road. Otherwise, we will go back to square one. Let me find out from this. I read you. Yeah. Hakuna community advisor bugo deka baral kwezga le shara bitabuoba law fataude shara gudele lekin lo mafi so kwes mana nepso haja basi la radio.
Assalamu alaikum James.
Yes sir.
Good evening sir. How are you?
I'm tamam. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you doing?
Welcome.
It's okay. Thank you very much. This is me, Moses Lawrence, calling from Western Barkazal. Wow.
Welcome, Moses.
Thank you very much. Let me greet the callers, the regular caller of the iRadio this evening, and also want to contribute in the topic this evening.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, when we talk of nationalism, we wanted actually country to be reformed in all sectors, especially right now. People have been talking about the mining. Mining has been actually removed and also distributed to those who are having biggest positions. Coming to development like reconstruction of the road. Actually, there is no road that has been constructed right now. People are just reconstructing. Those ones who were reconstructed a long time ago, they are now reconstructed again. You know, people wanted actually the road that people have to see development that to take our country in. You know, right now when you come to Wow, there is a railway here has been demolished completely.
Yeah.
And this thing really very bad. You know, those are the things that we grow this country. We will take this country a step forward. And for us, we are having nothing, but we need to talk about it such that those people have to change to the right direction. You know, so things are going badly actually in the country, and we don't call for it. We don't call for that. We wanted actually people to do something right. So otherwise, thank you very much. I will just stop here so I will give time to others.
Thank you. The railway situation in Wow, I've even seen it, more especially the one that passed near the airport. It was really bad, and thank you also for raising that concern. By the way, I was in Wow some few months ago. Months ago. Thank you. It's another thing, by the way. We'll talk about it. But thank you. Hi, radio. At this main point of time, I'm looking forward to talk to one more lucky caller, and then we call it a show. Fursa besle mukhala mayala badaka nina bi wagif barnamija. Hi radio.
Hello.
Aiwa Luka.
Aiwa ana matai.
Luka eta sebu shono tane.
Kara der gulu kalam da fikade. Sikade fatao lakini utamajeni sikade mabitolu. Anina algidoru anendu arela yomin. Ana matade. Sikade kan fatao umbari wala narde.
De kan umbari.
De bika warata. So sikade lakini salau lakini ma salau jad misieke. Ma binu mojura ma salau sikata moyo ma salau. Agede kan amuluja bisemende wala amulu bisunu. Jadu ma bitolu. Semende mala gder gopu tibaj ma korokoto yani ma hojar de bitimu yani kam sena sikana se biwosul way sena ma biwosul hada jado wala kam surina ma biwosul wallahi sikata mo kan de fataw awu da dinu male tamamu jibure di metani maram tani amulu ber jadid yala kubu zibijdan bikun tegil sigisimu hojar de lakin agade be dugu be raf de kafis bes ma bitawlu zado ma bi yis da biwosul la di fisena hal jaay. Ya bisi keri fumi ki sarata rena ma damana busu sarata razar. be ya sala bita ya wade okay
naam share de ma fata umbari lekin fata o gibel saba luka sabi de haja der kedana sadi luni gubala na matala min dakil studio shukran jazilan le nasal khulu shilu telefonat bitomon wa sharik manina raya bitomon al في برنامج ده كله ونصل كمان جرب لكن ما في طريقة إن شاء الله دور الجاي. We have been talking about that two crucial issues: how natural resources can benefit not only certain communities or families but the entire population. You have shared in your opinion all, and I thank you. Still via our Facebook page we have Gordon Riak Malek. He's saying it is the responsibility of the government to oversee and regulate natural resources such as mineral and similar resources to transform them into developmental projects that will involve local companies to provide job opportunities for the youth rather than focusing on specific local communities or tribal resources. Gordon, thank you. You are always with us, and I appreciate your time as well. Then we shift our focus to that Gudele Road that was reopened earlier today. I've been your host, Madrama James, and once again, thank you for sharing your constructive idea with us. With that, we have come to the end of this very conversation.